To throw right away is Howell. And incomplete to open things up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll run with Gibson. Boy, no chance as he was mad. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And we'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. The Eagles are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete. It's Okurebunom. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Throwing is Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Howell. Short pass to Howard, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. You talk about this Washington defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
When they lack a pass defense, they do make up for it in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On first down, Hurts. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Hurts to throw. he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And to the 13-yard line. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's good for Eagles. First and 10 at the 36.
They're going to look to throw. Here's a screen with Gainwell. He's got room at the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, the end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They go play action with Howell. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now the throw on 3rd down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now a handoff. Coming left is Gainwell. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room. Yeah,
and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Howell. Short pass to Howard, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leaves them on third down.
And when you hit him on the move like that, he's going to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Took a shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. The 45. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot. Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. A give to Gibson running right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Anyone thought we'd see a run for some second and that run, and that ain't no surprise. I think Greg made that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Howell. And this is going to be
because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Sly able to put this one through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Running left, it's Penny. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll try the left side with Gainwell. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 2. On the handoff, Gainwell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run here with Gainwell. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it.
And he's in. Touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there in the extra point try. And they push it between as this game is tied. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 9-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, Howell back to pass. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take out blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now throwing on first down here. That's caught by Howard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Howell down to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First down, Howell to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw, Howell. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Zach Kelly able to get the sack.
Tell the statistician to their impressive total today. Great week for the defensive play. A tough for that offensive line. Quarterback getting right back behind that line, hoping for more time to attempt a likely third down pass.
Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and complete.
Really nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Throwing here, Howell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That snap is a his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
put this one through.
And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw.
Pass complete. Goddard.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And a yard at the 34-yard line.
On the draw, Gainwell.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Commanders,
it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.